Linde, Wentz, Linde Marie Steakhouse.
What got
I'm an operator.
what got you here and open up a steakhouse in Cave Spring of all places?
It was a fluke. It was a dream. It was a passing thought. Oh, if that were mine, this is what I'd like to do, and it became a reality.
Had you ever owned a restaurant before?
No.
What was your background
What was
in?
I thinking? My husband and I were in the flower business for 35 years before moving to Georgia.
So totally different.
Totally different. Well, in a sense, we both work. It's perishable. We're all fresh food. We don't freeze. We don't use frozen food except for seafood, of course. But it's you're still working with perishables. Other than that, nothing.
And you're going on 3 years at
We
Linde.
celebrated 3 years, June the 1st.
What's been the hardest part so far for you?
The long hours at my age.
What's been the most rewarding part for you?
Oh gosh, all of it. I mean, being able to do a business when the odds were stacked against you and people would say, we give you 6 months. That's like you smile and go, okay, I'm still here. But you do this business and you bring in folks that work with you, for you, with you, and they become your family. So I have a big family now.
Speaking of family, tell me about the night you sat down with your family and told them your idea.
Oh gosh. It was off the wall. It was one of those, okay, am I really going to do this thing? Let me hear what the kids have to say, and invited them all for dinner and just made the remark, I'm thinking about opening up a restaurant. And just sat back for the next 2 hours and listened to them just throw ideas. And
What makes your steakhouse different than other steakhouses? And why should folks travel, from Rome, from Calhoun, Cartersville, around the state to come to Little Cave Spring to eat your steaks?
I believe that a lot of people that do eat out like an independent. You can always, you have your corporate chains, and there's nothing wrong with that. Outback and Longhorns and all the steakhouses out there. But I think there's something about an independent. And what makes us different and unique is because we are an independent and we try very hard to have a good atmosphere, a place to come, that the service is good, the product is good, and we just want you to come back.
And you're born and raised.
Well, technically I was born overseas in a military family, but Huntsville, Alabama was my home for 40 years plus before I moved to Georgia.
And then you moved to Georgia in
2000.
What is it about Northwest Georgia, Cave Spring, that for the past 16 years this has been home and this is where you opened up a business?
It's an open arm. I was welcomed here. I mean, I felt good here and was so welcomed by the community. It's just a close community. The merchants, the other downtown merchants and I, we're all friends. We all basically have coffee every morning at one of the other diners here in town, and it's just a good place to call home. It's a good place to raise your kids, and it's just out of the hustle and bustle of a big city. I knew big city all my life, and it has its advantages, but this is a life for me right now.
For more information about Linde Marie Steakhouse, how can they find you?
They can come visit me at 18 Broad Street in downtown Cave Spring.